I think I want to start by just explaining briefly that banking is expensive business. Let's just settle that up front. Banking is expensive business. Banks have to do and have been spending significant sums on technology, on compliance, and of course, cybersecurity. So banks obviously have to recover those investments. And banks are not quite as profitable as some people think. I'm not saying they're not making money, but I think some people think the banks are making far more money than they're actually making. Having said all of that, we do recognize in the bank that there is a genuine concern in the community about bank fees and charges. As I've explained before, in law, the ECCB has no authority to approve or not approve fees and charges. However, mindful of the concerns that we are hearing, we are taking steps to prepare legislation to set up what we are calling an Office for Financial Conduct, to give some guidance and to give some, frankly, in some cases to mediate and to resolve issues that arise with respect to these fees and charges. What I will say to customers, in the meantime, while we are working on that framework, we do need customers to look at their options. In many cases, the digital options available in the banks are cheaper, if not so-called quote-unquote free. And so we want to encourage people to use those digital channels as much as possible. They're faster, they're cheaper to the customer. Obviously, they're paid for by the bank. And so you want to minimize your fees and charges, is what I'm saying. So to the extent that you can use more of the online payments, so you don't have to pay the ATM fees, or you don't have to pay fees for checks and those sort of things, try and do that. So do what you can to help yourself. But I certainly agree that it needs to be looked at, and we have begun to look at it. That is all I can offer right now. It's not satisfactory, I understand that, but at the moment the law does not authorize the ECCB to intervene in respect of bank fees and charges. All we can do is ask them whether they've given the customer notice. And notice here in the law means 30 days advance notice. That's all we can do. Have you given notice, which means publish the fees and given sufficient notice. We feel that more could be done and should be done via what we call, what we are proposing, an Office for Financial Conduct.